2. Had a little rain last night. Kind of nice to know that it's still winter in the Southern California. Always a good steady rain. Went a little farther than I wanted to. It was wanted to camp at about mile 9 something, and then there were folks there, so didn't want to crowd them, and so I knew there was something a little bit farther at about mile 11 and a half, which was just about what I wanted to do for a day. So kind of slogged on. I wasn't really ready for that. I mean, I had to dig a little deeper. I was ready to stop at the 9 something, whatever that was. And but anyhow, I continued on and got in. Still got to get set up before dark and eat in the dark a little bit. But we're a real nice group of folks. There was 4 German fellas. Couples, and a fella from Netherlands, and a couple Americans, actually 4 Americans. There was 9 of us crammed into a little tiny spot, so it was nice. Enjoyed it. Have a little company. I was not too keen on just spending the first night all alone in the middle of some thicket somewhere, but worked out. So I think continue on here. There's a Hauser Canyon that's coming up, so that'll be a bit of a climb. And then I've got 3.5 liters of water, so that should get me all the way to Merino. All right, see you down the trail. Day 3, it's about 9:30, taking off this morning. It's nice and cool. It was a cold night, not for me, but it was cold temperature-wise. And it's been great so far. I've met a really fun crew of folks. We're kind of staying together a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned they're all over the world. One from Sweden, one from Netherlands. It's been really fun too, from the East Coast, another American. So anyhow, it's wonderful. We had a great piece of trail magic last night, and we kind of pushed it a little farther than I wanted to go. I was willing to stay at Lake Merino, and a really nice campground there, but felt like I want to stay with this crew and push on. So stuck with it. We went another 5 or so, and ended up walked in at about 5 o'clock, and there was Stokes and 700, BC, and scenic route, and they were trail magicking us. They cooked us up Impossible burgers and gave us beer, played games, had a campfire. It was the best. And I guess that's the kind of thing that happens all the time on this trail. So really excited, and off to a good start. Pack's a little lighter, so we'll keep this going. honesty, I thought I would be doing more videoing, but boy, it's been enough just to get into camp, eat, and just keep organized. And it's demanding. This far, everybody says it takes a couple weeks, and so far everything is still feeling good. I just have to remember to kind of take it slowly, and probably best advice. This is just a beautiful change of scenery, and loving it. So catch up with you down trail. We're about a mile from Mount Laguna, which looking forward to seeing some town, I guess. All right. Well, we've hit mile 40 on a Tuesday, which means Pine House Tavern is closed. Kind of bummed about that, but we made it to mile 40 and it's just 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. Good morning. It's about 5 in the morning, and the stuff that they don't tell you. All our friends, their tents have blown down, and they're pitched right up against the trees. And I mean, I'm out kind of in a tree area, but away from trees, and my tent even blew down too. So it's restaked. I'll find some more stakes in the morning, but again, the stuff they don't tell you. Two of them have already left, and they're not gonna try and put their tents back up and keep going, or stay here. They're just gonna set out. We'll see them down the trail. Anyway, the stuff that they don't tell you. Hey, mile 50 again. Deja vu. Last night, Pants and I were walking. We were looking for that spigot where we were supposed to camp, and we knew it was just a little ahead, and kept walking and talking, and we passed up the turnoff, and we walked an extra 1.25 miles to this spot. We thought, well, let's evaluate water, and realized it's about 12 miles of more water. She had to push on, so gave her a little water, and then she parted ways. I walked back to the spigot, and it's like, doggone it, I could have been there an hour earlier. But hey, what doesn't kill you? What doesn't? You know the saying. Got off about 7:15, got a little bit of a climb, and then it's a long roll down into Julian. Hope to go about 13 and a half today, and then get a hitch into Julian. Spent the night last night with Henrik and Jack and a new guy Poseidon, who's done the AT, and Brendan. and we didn't know where the nurse formerly known as Amanda made it to. Her name now is Stretch, and but she was about 100 yards past, and so she came back, had dinner with us. That was nice, kind of catch up, talk about the day. Nice that we got into camp about 4:30. That was a good time to get in and get things set up and just kind of talk and eat and recover a little bit. So, and a nice night. It wasn't windy. So things are starting to get a little simpler in the tent, kind of organized and knowing where things are, and definitely smelling pretty gamey at this point. But yeah, all's good. Talking to Poseidon, he says that because he's got aches and tweaks, and everybody's evaluating that, and he goes, "Yeah, it's pretty normal." He's done the AT and said that's just take that's how it goes. So anyway, everybody's body's recovering and adjusting to this. All right, well, hope to get a hitch into Julian, and talk to you then. Bye.